Nice day outside. Hope everyone is staying safe because it's time for MLB The Show 21, and our playoffs are about to begin. Of course, the reason I'm on this screen is so that it doesn't go back to the what is it? It doesn't go into a random game, which I kind of find annoying, but I kind of understand why it's done like that. But anyway, before I get any further, let me just set it up. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Hope everyone is staying safe. Hey, Blade Charge, what's up, man? Hope everything's going well with you and Speranza. Okay, cool. June 20th is... I'm surprised they moved it to June instead of, October as it had been for a long, long time. Either that or maybe they had to move it just because of the restrictions. Hey, there's Speranza. Okay. Just putting in my, the info, like games and things like that. Okay, cool. Alright, let me just get this and my pop-out chat and we shall get set in just a moment. Okay, good. Got my notification squad on. And one other person, that's good. Okay. So, to catch you up onto speed, I may as well show this while I have a chance. It's called Postseason. Loads. Okay, this is what I need. Alright, cool. Alright, so, as some of you may know, they are using the pre-2020 playoff bracket where 5 teams per league go to the playoffs. Yeah, it's time to race, Joshua, but I wanted to show you that right now we have 8 teams per league, but only 5 can go to the World Series playoffs on each league. So we start with 8, and we're going to cut it down to 5 per league for a total of 10 teams. I can't talk. But anyway, since you're here, Joshua, and I'm happy that you're here, so now we can do your game first if you want. And also there's Crimson Ninja too. Now for Crimson Ninja, I do have some good news, and that is the top 2 teams, and this is based on both how far they got in the playoffs and who was furthest along. The White Sox made the playoffs, and they won 1 game more than the Twins did, and that secures them the number 2 spot. So for Crimson Ninja, all you get to do is scout your team for your team, and for Joshua, he's on the Orioles, and his team is the second bottom seed, so they get to take on. Let me take a good look and see. They get to take on the Toronto in the open. Also, what's up, Clinton? Oh, and Clinton, if you want to do some co-coms with me, you're more than welcome to, if you want. I don't want to force you. Alright, so the Orioles. And for Clinton, he is part of the Yankees, which is the number 1 seed. So he too gets to just sit back, relax, and scout. Alright, let me go to the AL East with the Orioles, as well as we will with the Blue Jays. And before I forget, let me just let Diamond and McQueen know. But it's good to see you, Clinton, and Crimson Ninja as well. Also, looking forward to Kelly with her show. Okay, there we go. Just letting people know. No big surprise as Yankees are a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, and the fact that, and also let's not forget they are the defending champions. They already had Elmeister, but then they also added the likes of Clinton as a starting pitcher and John, MBN John, that is. So it makes an already powerful lineup even more potent than before. Okay. Oh yeah, and Diamond. Let me just get him and... This would be a good time for you guys to go get some snacks and whatnot. Exactly. Okay, now for their opponents, that would be, the Blue Jays. There we go. And for the Blue Jays, it is the team of Cole and Cole. That would be Matthew Cole, a.k.a. Cole NO112, and Cole Wesson. So let me just let them know. Kind of funny, I have two guys by the name of Cole. Blue Jays have to deal with me and their pitchers. They're probably not up to par. Well, we'll see what happens. And I always hate when it resets like that. There. Okay, now we got him. We got him. And, oh yeah, let me get my pop-out chat. What am I doing? Of course, I also hear in the background Yep, that's definitely the ambulance in the background. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but... Okay. Alright. So with that said, the time for talk is over and the time for action is now. It will be taking place in the Rogers Center, excuse me, can't talk. And of course, these games are going to be 3 innings, not too long, but definitely not too short either. And for this, we will close the roof on this one. And it is May, and it's closer to 4, so we'll go with that. And we'll definitely add that rule in, and there we go. So on one side, you have... Is it just me, or... Okay, well, there's John Means, but wait a minute. I could have sworn I put Diamond Light in the lineup. And then on the other side is Cole and Cole Wesson, but yeah, I could have sworn I put Cole, or not Cole, but Diamond in there.
We are north of the border in Toronto.
If I forgot, then I will have to make it up somehow. I don't know. We'll see. That will always be the Sky Dome for me. That's what it had always been. Oh, there you see Nicole McQueen, number 7, and Ryu.
Hyunjin Ryu is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's
Also,
your take on him, Dan?
what's up? Oh, yeah, we already said hello to Clinton there. But anyway, it's great to see you, Mr. Coleno 112.
Kind of a big, loopy overhand curveball. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early. He has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He will lead this one off today.
All right, so we start off with Austin Hayes, and he smacks it the other way.
Swing as it's well wide at first.
I will say that this is a wonderful facility when it comes to baseball, and I'm pretty sure they might have hosted a couple of football games, but it's not really well suited for football. I mean, that was kind of the case with their old stadium, Exhibition Stadium. I remember watching a documentary on it, or rather, it's called Baseball Seasons, and they showcased what it looked like, and I was like, not. It's like there's so many ways you can fit a football field onto a baseball diamond, or vice versa. They used to host the CFL, yeah. That would kind of explain why there's a big foul territory here. But that's not going to matter for Ryu as he gets his first strikeout.
Ready now for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. First delivery to him. Now a ball
and he hits it the other way, and it's the first hit.
It's a base hit.
Not a bad hit by Cedric Mullins. So now Baltimore has a runner on first. Up next is Anthony Santander. Sorry.
The next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Now the 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
Not too worried.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate
The Toronto
is Ricky
Argonauts, who now play out of BMO Field, where Exhibition Stadium used to be. I was wondering what they ever did with Exhibition Stadium, but I'm happy that they made it a full-blown football field, because it just wasn't suited to play both sports because the dimensions were so weird in that field, so I'm happy that they fixed that. The White Sox with the number 2 seed. Yep, they have the number 2 seed. Yes. So as it stands, you have the number 2 seed throughout the whole playoffs on the American League side. It's it the other way, but
hey, you guys
foul.
know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And the runner will get back standing.
I'm literally biting my nails. Oh boy. Because a victory
Here now the 2-2.
puts you in the playoffs, though. Anyway, it also plays the MLS Toronto Football Club for a former MLS Cup champions themselves. Yes. I'm happy that, soccer or football, as it's internationally known, and they got him. Look, wow, he thought he was going to get ball 4, but he got a strikeout instead. Not even a steal attempt because, well, I mean, they got him. Back to Trey Mancini.
Trey Mancini is the batter now as he looks at a
Excuse me.
1-0.
But yeah, I'm happy that, MLS has started to go up on the up and up, because I know that our town has a football club of its own.
Here comes the 1-0.
He hits it the other way, but it is hit right to the third baseman, and that's going to end the inning. That was just a great play.
Orioles nothing. Blue Jays coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. John Means.
So we have John Means coming up.
Will be doing the pitching. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, this guy's one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. You're not going to see a bundle of strikeouts, not an overpowering guy. Puts the ball on the in and outside corners, up and down the strike zone.
Well, it could be worse, but still.
Looking for strikeouts, you're probably not going to see a boatload from this guy in this one.
First pitch on its way. George Springer stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Anyway, a called strike onto George Springer, who, of course, some of you may know him as a former Houston Astro who played with the Astros during their top flight years in 2017, 18, and 19, and as well as in 20 as well. But
1-2 now as that one's fouled
But
off.
he will unfortunately be forever tarnished by the fact that he was part of the Astros that, quote, cheated, especially to win the World Series in 17.
Half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire.
And John Means manages to strike him out.
And now in the box, Marcus Semien.
I don't know what you guys thought of the Astros cheating scandal there, but it wasn't going to stop John Means from striking him out.
Mid-90s fastball like this pitcher. Attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens
Smacks it, but now it's already 0-2 for Semien. He hits it the other way, but no, it drops.
He's out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Uh-oh, Ryan Mountcastle just got injured.
Gilmer Sanchez will be summoned
Oh,
in
wow.
to take over at first
So,
following the injury.
yeah, cheating is no good. Definitely not, but what's also not cool is the fact that they just lost a player at first.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. Ball one. Man at first for him following the one-out
So you have
single.
Bo Bichette, who, of course, had a wonderful year in terms of batting average, over 300. But yeah, that was so bad that he went for it, and he must have hurt his arm or something. I mean, of course, that grass is not natural grass by any stretch. Wait, what was uncalled for? The cheating or the fact that he got injured? I mean, either way, you may as well say it was uncalled for. So I don't blame you for that. Swings and misses. Now it's 2-2.
Runners on first with one down.
The injury, yeah.
Now a swing
And he jammed him up.
right out in front of the mound.
They get the runner.
Sanchez
Well,
takes charge
that's
and
just the
he's got
second
it.
out. All right.
Two down.
Oh,
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away.
all right. So Hernandez making his first appearance on plate.
Here it comes.
Misses.
Forward fastball
Injuries are
as he
part of the
gets
game.
swing and a
Could have
miss.
happened to any field.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
And he hits, but it's goes the other way though.
Is off at first with
Injuries
two
are part of the
away.
game. Could have happened in any field. And a bit too low to go for a strike, so good discipline there by Hernandez not to swing at that.
That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Here comes the 1-2. Is taken
And a little bit too inside for that pitch, so now it's 2-2 for the count.
Figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
runner goes for second.
And Renner went, but got fouled, so he'll have to go back. So far, we have not seen. Oh, and a swing and a miss, and they'll have to throw him out at first to get the strikeout, and they do. So after one inning, it's still 0-0.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Hey, Chris Clark, what's up? Of course, Chris Clark is part of the Atlanta Braves,
Now the first pitch.
who themselves are the, well, I'll get to that in a moment, but it's good to see you, man. But yeah, the Atlanta Braves are the #1 seed, given the fact that they were one game away from the World Series, and they were the furthest along, so that's why they have the #1 seed in the NL. Also, hey, Biological, what's up, man? All right, so he's going to go for the Blue Jays to win. Not a problem. Oh, here's the defense.
All right, guys, here's the defensive
So Cole Weston is the catcher, but of course you have George Springer, Cavan Biggio, the son of Greg Biggio, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who is the son of the original. Go figure.
If a ball's going near there too, do not test this guy's arm.
At the plate, Yolmer Sanchez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
And he hits it, and that's a solid base hit. That's only the second hit for Baltimore. Good hit.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front
Yankees,
of the
well,
left field.
the Yankees are not even in this game. But if you're just predicting that they will win the whole thing, then okay, I can see it. All right, so Freddie Galvis, we are getting close to the 8-9 cleanup crew.
In now, Freddie Galvis, as the first pitch to him is
He
off the plate
holds
for
back on
ball
that one, so that's a ball. Now, of course, if the totals look, a little different, it's because they had a 60-game season last year in 2020.
That evens
Fouls it off.
1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Offered at and missed.
Swings, and it's safe. A stolen base by Sanchez, and now he moves into scoring position. And also, hey, Nicole McQueen. Nicole, you are in this game. But right now, Freddie Galvis still at the plate. And did he go?
Did he hold up in time?
No, he did. So he gets a strikeout. Does Hyun-Jin Ryu. And now here comes Double J, Joshua James. And we'll see if he can get the job done.
He's set and the pitch.
Not going to swing at that, though. But it's great to see you, Nicole.
Here's the 1-0. Fouled off.
Hits it, but foul.
And a breaking ball
And-
runs in and gets him. And
Oh,
adapted
that was a hit by pitch onto James, so he gets the free base. As, yeah, the ball hit his foot, so James gets the free base. Well, now it is Nicole McQueen that is up next.
plate now. McQueen has the first
Swings and misses on that one, but
missed for strike 1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2.
we'll see if Nicole can do it. But she is going up against a great pitcher in Ryu,
That's in there.
and they get a high strike right there. Now she has to protect. And a swing and a miss, and they leave 2 on base, and got to give Ryu his credit.
We'll go to the bottom of the second.
I mean, you don't become an ace by not being able to get guys out, and he got him out.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So I do remember growing up, I remember his dad, Vladimir Guerrero Sr. I remember his years in
Now the pitch.
in the Montreal Expos back when they used to exist, and as well as the Angels, which he finished up for the best part of his career. Not long after that, and he hits it, but it is way too high, and I believe that was Nicole McQueen who got that, so Nicole McQueen gets an out for her team.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense.
So Nicole McQueen at second base, Joshua James at third, and then Yolmir Sanchez, who took over for White Castle, or whatever his last name was.
And look for him to have a big day on defense.
Yeah, he was a Montreal Expos legend. He was.
Stepping up now. Slider laid off for a ball.
But anyway, how's everything going in Nicole McQueen land? Hope everything's going well with you. Heck, I probably should say that for everybody, really. Swings and misses. Nice change up there by John Means. Swings and misses again.
Here comes the 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Swung on in the
And
dirt
he
for
swings
the third
and
strike.
misses, but they'll have to throw him out. And they do.
First is there to record the second out. And now
So anytime you swing and miss, and then the catcher drops the ball, then he has to throw it at first to make it official, and he does.
wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot.
At work right now. But can I get an explanation of this series is set up? In terms of like the seating or whatnot?
We'll move to the third with
Or
no
is it
score.
just how it works? Like, cause I have 8 teams per league. However, only 5 can make it to the actual postseason mode in this game. So when we're done, we'll have 5 teams per league. And then, of course, the top seed gets the top seed, and the bottom seed gets the bottom seed. Out of 5 teams per league or conference. If you're more familiar with that setup, then yeah.
He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got
So basically, if you win,
nice early feel for off-speed stuff.
you're into the postseason. I will say that. I mean, then again, every game is a postseason, but to get into postseason proper, then yes, you win and you're in. It's about as simple as I can make it. And he hits it, but it is too high. So that's 1 down. The show kind of fell down after the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Oh.
Hit is Cedric Mullins. He collected a base hit his first time up.
All right, Cedric Mullins, who already has himself a hit. Let's see if he can get another one.
Curveball and
Lays off of that one.
for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Try to bunt
And
for
he
a
butts
base
it,
hit.
and
This one down.
it's going to be called foul. Lays off of that. But yeah. But yes, you win and you're in the postseason proper, is what I'm trying to say. I hope that doesn't confuse you guys.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And protects, so it's still 2-2. So it's 1 game, how many innings? 3 innings. But of course if it goes to extras, it goes to extras. And the Zombies were Lumberjacks. What? And ooh, barely, and I mean barely caught it, but it's still foul. The Zombies were Lumberjacks. What?
And another foul ball.
Oh, you mean Alexa Bliss and her friend? Still protecting the plate, but the only other thing that this does do for Ryu is it makes him work it makes him work his count is what it does.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat.
And that is outside for a ball, so now it's a full count.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously
So yeah, it's one game, 3 innings. No, during Miz and what? Oh, Miz versus Priest, the Lumberjacks for Zombies.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his
are these worked zombies or are they actual real ones?
That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
At the plate now, Anthony Santander. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here.
And anyway, a strikeout for Mullins while I was trying to wrap my head as to, like, zombies?
Ready with the 1-0. Well below the knees, laid off on the
okay.
changeup.
that kind of scared me a little bit, but okay, so they have worked ones.
Fouled away.
Then in that case, what in the hell is Vince McMahon smoking here?
And
Anyway, another foul ball, so now it's an even count.
Now the 2-2. 2 out, nobody on.
Lays off of it, and it's another full count. So he's smoking some meth probably. I wouldn't put it past him, or tobacco. Yeah.
Definitely laboring at the moment.
Into the windup, the payoff pitch.
Foul it off. And a strikeout, and that's going to put him. That's going to take him out, and now the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 3rd have a chance to win this. They just need 1 run, and it's over. The sponsor of the pay-per-view is Army of the Dead, which is a zombie film. Oh, of course.
So stepping in is Matthew.
Well, I probably should have realized that, but then again, that just goes to show I haven't watched WWE in a long time. Well, anyway, up next is our boy Matthew Cole, Cole NL112. And of course, if you hadn't seen Cole in the field, that's because Cole is the designated hitter.
Missed the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
So yeah, Cole, how does it feel to be a DH? Swings and gets a tip on that one.
Into the windup and the pitch.
And oh, too low. And on deck is the other Cole, Cole Weston.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options.
I hit from the other side of the plate for future reference. And out goes out goes Cole, so I'll have to remember to put you as a left-hander.
Matthew Cole is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Because I mean, I put you as a switch hitter, so I almost had it right. I just need to do it right for once. Well, here comes Cole Weston, the catcher.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Down the first
He hits it the other way, but he hits it right to the first baseman, and he gets him out.
At the plate now is George Springer. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fence.
But hey, I would rather watch zombies than rotten tomatoes getting thrown at people. Back to George Springer, and oh, a little too low for that pitch for John Means.
Bottom of inning number 3, nothing.
Rotten tomatoes thrown at people. I still don't get that one.
And it's 2 balls and a strike.
That one was kind of weird. But actually, it's not as weird as zombies, but still, I just...
A little
and
early,
well,
now it's
fouled
even
off.
at 2-2. Counts even at 2. The pitch.
He hits it, and it's a base hit single.
So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
I mean, that was a good base hit by Springer. First ever father-son tag team champions.
Next up is Marcus.
Yeah, I heard the Mysterios won, and I was like, wow.
Secure the win if he can place the ball deep enough into the gap.
Probably because of Roman and Jimmy. Well, here's Marcus Semien, and a well-placed hit could win this.
Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Springer leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Into the corner,
And he hits it,
foul.
but it hooks foul. Oh, man, that was close. Had it stayed in, that would have been a big, big hit.
And it's fouled away.
I know, because, I know that it usually is like in October is Hell in a Cell, so that's kind of weird that they moved it. Though I have to think it had something to do with the Dom virus.
Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Hits it, but it's hooked foul again.
Foul to the left.
He hits it.
Here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field.
And it's going to fall in.
Can they score that runner from first? Springer rounds the corner and is headed home.
And unfortunately for Baltimore, it's over. Bobby Lashley won. That's good. But for the Baltimore Orioles, much to their dismay, the Blue Jays get the walk-off win, and the Blue Jays are moving on to the playoffs. 1-0 off of a base hit off of Marcus Semien. I can't talk. And they get the job done. Much to the disgust of Joshua James, but I know that Joshua, Nicole, and Diamond, or whoever else joins the Baltimore Orioles, I know that they will be back. I know it. Yeah, they do need firepower, but they also need some pitching and stuff like that. But let's see, Joshua, where? Oh yeah, Joshua. Oh yeah, that's right. You already had your game. Whereas Nicole has yet to have her game, and that will be this Friday night, or Friday, I should say. But yeah, you will be back. And Nicole's like, ah! But for Cole and Cole Wesson, well, Cole NL 112 and Cole Wesson, for those guys, they move on to the playoffs. And Cole, how do you feel about going to the playoffs? Okay. All right, let me go over here. Let's see. Good opportunity there. Yeah, definitely. Roman versus Cesaro is the main event. I really hope they don't drop the ball with Cesaro, although I'm not going to hold my breath about that one. Joe did it in '93. Needs a repeat of that. Yeah, I still remember the Joe Carter hit. So I remember it like it was yesterday, man. All right, let's see. Too bad that I don't have a way to contact. Oh yeah, let me see if I can get her. Okay. Cesaro's first World title singles match. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, let me see if I can get Joker or whoever else I can get. Anyway. No spoilers, please. Yeah, definitely can't have spoilers, but it is what it is. Also, before I forget, let me make sure that that Joker. Hopefully, I didn't forget of sponsorship changes and all that stuff. Okay, closer to 7. That's fine. Okay. So this next game is myself against our good friend Joker. So that's really what it is. It's myself against Joker. As far as, you know, us going at it one-on-one. And also this is a rematch from last postseason when the Giants swept the Mets 2-0 in a best-of-3 series. And, of course, at the time, Joker was a pitcher, but now he's a first baseman. So we'll see if that changes anything.
A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Dan, two big-time power.
So the ace of this team is Kevin Gausman.
Yeah, we've got a couple of right-handers that can bring the noise here. Both of these guys, big power arms. Philo plays in the game of baseball. Also, a good assortment of breaking pitches. If these two guys are on, I think you're going to see a lot of swings and misses in this ballgame.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping up is Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
All right, so Jeff McNeil will start off with our first batter. And 1 pitch, 1 out. So here we have the starting lineup. McNeil already down on 1 pitch. Then we have Brandon Nimmo and Brooklyn Joker, who is our good friend, and Pete Alonso, who was Rookie of the Year for 2019. To start us off with.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon.
Swing and a miss already.
With 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman, he's 0 for 5. 1 out, nobody on.
Swing and a miss again. So far, Gausman with some good control. You know, to get guys out, you either have you have to have some either overpowering stuff or really good command on your pitches. But that really should just go without saying. Now, of course, he's not going to swing at that.
Very high. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Bases are empty, 1 man out. in the air
Oh,
down the
good,
left
solid
field
hit,
line.
but it is foul.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
And he hits it right down the middle, and it is a hit. And there you see me with that blue glove. You can tell it's me by the fact that I have a blue glove.
Execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Oh, but here he is. The Joker stands at 6'10",
Number 28. So take a look
and
at a pitch
I
to
believe he
low,
weighs about
0-1.
275. But look at the size of this man. He's huge. Roman is coming out without Jay. Okay. Well, to Clinton's point, no spoilers. You can just simply say what's going on, other than the result, really. But Roman is coming out without Jay. That's something there, and they got him out at first. I'm surprised they got him.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second for the steal, but it didn't work out.
Yep, they got him just by a fingertip, actually. Well, now back to Joker, who will have to start from scratch. Swings and misses, and that's it. 1, 2, 3 for Gossman. Or 1 and 3, but the second was a pickoff. And now it's time for the Giants to get back in this. Of course, the Giants are the defending National League champions, and they were finalists in the World Series last postseason. But they ended up losing 2 straight to the Yankees to win that World Series, or to lose it if you're what's it to lose it if you're the Giants. That's what happens when you blank out a little bit. Sorry. So we get a good look at LaStella, who is apparently 0 for 7 against DeGrom in his entire career. And Chris Clark says Atlanta's going to go all the way. I mean, obviously you do have the advantage of being in the playoffs already. So right now you're just scouting for whoever ends up, whoever you end up going up against at the end of the wild card playoff, or the wild card round, I should say. But I mean, in addition to Chris, you have, I mean, Chris is at second base. Then you also have Rob Parks at first. Then you have Walter Johnson at third. And then in center, you have Maxim, a.k.a. PPF. I mean, you have those 4 guys, and then you also include, you know, Freddie Freeman and Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozuna. I mean, you include those guys, and you have a team that is the prohibitive favorite to win it all.
That swing tells me he was
and then Crimson says he thinks that the Usos are going to screw Roman out of the title. I could see it, but on the other hand, WWE always likes to swerve us into thinking that it will happen, but
at the plate, Donovan
Solano gets a hit, but it's hit right towards him. And oh, don't tell me they replaced Joker again? They substituted Joker out. Wow.
Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I think
I might have to put Joker in at catcher or something, because I'm like, I don't want them to replace him. Anyway, and then Speranza says probably so.
This game as well.
And here he is, right on cue.
And of course, of course, Speranza is, you know, a former Intercontinental Champion, also Battle Queen Champion when she was on LTD. I'm not sure what happened with that, you know, because Speranza, because, you know, you were a great champion there. I just wondered what happened. Or if that's too personal between you and your owner or your friend Blade Charge, but whatever the case is, I do miss you on LTD.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself
Swing and a miss, and now it's a full count. So far, we've only had 1 hit, and that was by, I believe that was Nimmo who hit him, who got the hit there. And now Yemstrinsky gets a hit of his own. So each team has a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. You have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Alex Dickerson is in with 2 away now.
Alex Dickerson and A Blade Charge and Speranza. Yep. I mean, I do also miss you on LPW as well.
Now it's 0-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Here it comes.
Ball 1.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath.
And okay, so both of them say hello. Nice. Okay, so Dickerson doing a good job. Or IPW, sorry. Did I say LPW? I meant IPW. Sorry. But yeah, IPW, we do miss you, man. Well, we miss you. Well, I mean, we do see you in the chat, but I meant Speranza, though. Hits it right to second base, and they get it to Alonso at first, and they get... But yeah, I still don't know why they replaced Joker. I'm going to have to move him to a different position, like I said. Okay, so you're back on. Awesome. Anyway, as for this stream, we'll go as long as we can. So we could do 3 today and 3 another time. And whoa, I don't think that was a strike, that last one. So I don't blame Pete Alonso for questioning that one, because I'm like, that was way too off to be a strike. You know, if I'm being perfectly honest. And, of course, Alonso swings and misses, but I don't think he could be too happy about that second strike against him. I walked away from Westling, and I'm missing it, so I started to come back. Am I on and I am on Twitch's list to be put on the show. All right. I still have you, by the way, Speranza.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto.
I still have you on my shows. So, for the most part, you are cool. Well, I mean, what am I saying? You are cool. Michael Conforto at bat. And he hits it down the middle, and that's a really good hit. That might be a double. And it is a double. He mishandles it. This could be a triple. Can they get him at third? They can't. And that's a lead. That's a 1-out triple. That's a very good hit by Conforto. He hits it the opposite way, and then the left fielder mishandles the ball, and that gave Conforto enough time to get to third base for a triple. We'll see how they score it, but no, they're going to score it as a triple. Okay, not a problem. Oh, I would love for Speranza to join your show. Or Mythic Legends. I mean, given the fact that you And by you, I mean Speranza feuded with LD on my show, so I would love to see that feud continue somehow.
A ball and a strike now.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strike.
And I wouldn't even be surprised if you played the heel.
You're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, in the end, it's really up to you. And he hits it towards third base. That'll keep the first base, or sorry, that'll keep the runner at third, right where he is. But that was a great play by the third baseman. I didn't see his name, but he got him. And up next is J.D. Davis. Right now, Gossman not quite out of a jam yet. He has to find a way to get an out off of J.D. Davis. If he does, it'll still be 0-0. If he doesn't, we could see a 1-0 lead for the Mets.
He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The 0-2.
All right, too low for a ball.
To set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Conforto at third with 2 away. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
All right, 3-2 is the count,
Fastball strike 3.
and he got him looking.
Outside corner, and he can't believe it. I don't blame him, but the
I mean, they leave a guy on third base who, by all rights, should have scored a run, but they didn't. And if you're the Giants, you have to be lucky, and you gotta be counting your blessings on the fact that they were not able to cash in. And as that happens, the Giants will be at bat next.
Bottom of the inning now.
Buster Posey up next, and of course, anyone who's watched, baseball for a while, you guys know about Buster Posey. I mean, he was one of the guys that was instrumental in the Giants' 3 championships in 5 years: 2010, 2012, and 2014. That's when the Giants were on top of the world at that time. And while Posey's not exactly, ancient, he's not exactly the spring chicken that he once was.
Well, Devo, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
In front of the changeup, and he can't.
And I also like how in this game, whoever is umpiring across the plate is going to have a different strike zone than the standard one that you see on screen. Anyway, good strikeout there by Jacob deGrom.
By the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score.
Swing and a miss.
He's in control, 0-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a liner.
Hits it the opposite way, and that drops in.
It's a base hit.
That's another base hit for San Francisco.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch,
Good hit there by Brandon Belt.
you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be.
I mean, he just got the tip of that bat on that ball, and the ball, it sailed in such a way that the that the left fielder wasn't able to get to it quick enough.
Brandon Crawford digging in next.
So now you have, you go from Brandon Belt to Brandon Crawford.
In previous duels
Team
with
Brandon.
DeGrom, he's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. 1-0. Runners off for second. A little bouncer.
Hits it the other way, but it is. It's a okay. So that's caught for an out. All right. I wasn't sure if it bounced up, but it didn't. So it was caught. And number eight at the plate is your boy TJ Toad. Number 22.
From the stretch.
And woo! Wow, that ball sailed quite a bit there.
Comes set, the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out
and then
on the second.
Had to protect the plate, and
Is there, and he's out.
oh, they got him out. I thought for a moment he was safe, but I guess he must have slid a little past the base and then got tagged and got out. So, well, I'll have to go back up at the end of at the bottom of the third, but for now.
Now at the plate,
That was kind of an oopsie there.
to begin the third inning in this one.
James McCann. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's the same McCann that was for a long time part of the Braves.
First delivery to him.
I mean, unless it's his brother or something.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Shot back up the middle.
Hits it right up the middle, and I get to it, cut it off, and just limit hit to a single. Okay. I mean, that was just I mean, what can I say? That was a great hit by McCann.
This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Dominic Smith. Come on.
All right, so next would have been the pitcher, but being that we're in the National League, we have to have pitch hitters, and Dominic Smith gets the call.
On the stretch, here's the pitch. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out.
So far, 1 on and no outs. So, best case scenario would be a double play. But instead, it's 0-2 in the count. Swing and a miss, and that, wow, 3 straight pitches, and he's out. 4 strikeouts for Gossman. Well, if you like pitching, this is about as good as you're going to get, really. All right, back to the top of the order with Jeff McNeil.
As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 1-0 home is a swinging strike on the fastball.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding himself.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Third inning, no score to this point.
And so far, wait a minute. Oh, nice catch there by Stella in foul ground, and that's already 2 outs. Great play by him, and now here's Brandon Nimmo, who did get a hit, but then he got caught stealing, and that pretty much killed any momentum that the Mets had in the first inning. Although he hits this one, but he hits it right to me, and I catch it. So there you go. So now the Giants have a chance to win this. All it will take is 1 run, and it's over. And it will start with yours. It will start with your boy TJ at the plate.
Miguel Castro enters to do the pitching in best case scenario.
So coming in is Miguel Castro.
Into the box, number 22. He'll get his first shot with the bat here.
The center fielder, number 22.
Here's the pitch.
And a bit too inside. I'm not going to swing at that. I mean, if you're Miguel Castro, you got to try to get me to swing at something, such as that. But I have to look for something that I can hit, so that's what I have to do. And already I'm in trouble in the count there, so I have to protect every time.
1-2.
And I swung and I missed. That was a good pitch there by Castro. I'm going to give him that. He got me real good.
It doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Wilmer Flores will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 41.
All right, so Wilmer Flores will be pitch hitting, and if I'm not mistaken, he was part of that Giants team that made it to the World Series last postseason, and is already down 1 strike.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
And he hits it, and it's fair. It's fair. Wow. I could have sworn that was going to be foul, but it stayed fair, so okay. Now back to the top of the order with Tommy LaStella. Can't even talk. And he swings and misses already.
Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. 0-1 count, and the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges.
And wow, he just swung at everything. Come on, LaStella, you're better than this.
Extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty-looking slider.
I mean, of course, Castro, just simply took advantage of LaStella's aggression, and that paid off for him really well. LaStella, back to the lab with him. Donovan Solano, second time at bat, but this time a little bit more patient than LaStella was.
Fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Ready with the 1-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
But yeah, what's on your mind, Clinton?
Too high.
And already at 3-0 for the count. So for Castro, I mean, obviously he wants to try to throw a strike. Oh wow, that was on the corner.
Strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
And good hit there, but it was a little too. It was pulled foul.
Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he swings and misses, and we are going into extra innings. So our first game that goes into extra innings.
Still scoreless. Nick Tropiano, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 63. Nick Tropiano.
All right, so Tropiano. And of course we have the extra innings rule where whoever was supposed to be due up first gets to be on second base. And of course, this was done in an effort to, you know, help games end quicker. And he hits it high, but it is hooking foul. Of course, you guys can tell me in the chat and in the comments whether you like the runner on second base rule in extra innings, and that was kind of a gimped hit, but it was enough to move the runner at third, so, you know, more power to him. But now we'll see if Pete Alonso can get the job done, or if they're going to walk him and have the ability to get a double play or something. If you're Pete Alonso, obviously your pitch, or hope that he walks you.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
From the belt, the pitch outside.
Yep, not going to swing at that one. Oh, 3-0 count. And it's right at the bottom part of the strike zone. So now it's 3-1. And too far out of the plate, and that's going to be a walk for Alonso.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
So here's Conforto, who had a triple in the second. If he can repeat that, then he'll drive in 2 runs. But he also has to be patient, or yeah, he's got to be patient, because if he, you know, falls into the hands of a double play, then that just kind of squanders whatever opportunity the Mets have themselves in right now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fouled off.
Fouled off.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. Pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
He hits it, and
Straightaway right.
but he hit it right to the right fielder, and they will not be able to get the runner coming from third. That's a sacrifice run. So now the Mets lead 1-0. Game's not over though. And up next is Francisco Lindor. I mean, this young man was brought in to do some damage, and you know, IRL, he hasn't really been doing really well.
Back up the middle.
They get the out at second, and that's kind of an example of why, what I was talking about. But nonetheless, though, the Mets do get the 1-0 lead, and if the Giants don't score a run, it's over.
Now at the plate here is Mike Yastrzemski. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
All right, so we have the runner on second for Yastrzemski to start off with. I'll tell you one thing, Yastrzemski.
1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Well, lays off that pitch, so it's now 2-2 in the count.
2.
Yeah, way out. That was way out of there.
Often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouls it off. Keeps it alive.
Good job just to make contact. And another foul.
He pulls it, but it is foul. My goodness.
Payoff pitch one more time.
And wow, he caught him. He caught him napping. That was a really good strike there by Castro, and he got him looking.
You're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking.
Great pitch there by Castro.
It's K for him.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. This will lay off a slider too low, ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Pitch on the way.
All right, 2-1 to Dickerson. I mean, you just feel that one big hit is all it will take, and that's a good hit, and it's over the head, and this could score him. It does. It's a tie game.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might happen.
And he gets to second, so that's a double. Very good hit.
Into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
And the Giants only have 1 out against them, so the Giants could still win this game, especially with the hero Buster Posey at the plate.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey.
And Posey, of course, being a veteran that he is, he's not going to just swing at anything. He's going to wait for a pitch that he can hit.
Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Dickerson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. This is on the ground.
And he hits it down to the ground, but that's going to be out number 2. However, that moves the runner at third. And all Brandon Belt has to do is hit a single, and he has to hit it like away from third base. But if he does, and he hits a single, it's over. Not going to swing at that though.
Starting with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And, well, moved out of the way to avoid getting hit. I mean, some people might actually, take the hit by pitch and, get on base. But if you want to be the hero, you got to move out of the way. And now it's 3-1.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands.
And if you're Miguel Castro, you got to compose yourself. You already gave up the lead. Now you just have to make sure you don't give up the game. And slice the other way.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home.
And he hits it, and
This is on the ground to third.
they can't get the runner out.
Giants will walk off.
And Brandon Belt with a broken bat single drives in the run, And the Giants are moving on to the playoffs. They eliminate the New York Mets. And I got to still find out why they substituted Joker. Because I honestly think that if Joker had stayed, the Mets probably would have won. I mean, they had a chance to win, but San Francisco took advantage of it, and they now move into the playoffs. So both 4 seeds, like Toronto and San Francisco, they were the 4 seeds, and they took out the 7 seeds, Orioles and Mets respectively, and eliminated them via the walk-off, which was to their advantage, of course. And right there, that was when they scored the run to get ahead. But it was Dickerson who came up with a big hit to tie the game. And then there's Brandon Belt with that broken bat. And, of course, the third baseman was unable to pick it up and make it out. And as a result, that was just a great hit. I mean, nothing against Miguel Castro, because he did a great job. But it just slipped through him, and San Francisco took advantage of it. So congratulations to the Giants. I mean, obviously I'm happy that my team won, but I do want to stay impartial for my part. Okay. Okay. Let me get, I think we might do one game. One more game because, you know, obviously if I try to go through all of these, then we won't be able to, you know, because it'll get late, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting. So what we will do is one last game, and then next week we will do the last 3 qualifier games, because that's kind of what they are, qualifier games. So let me just get Mr. Broken Twitch in, and we will get set. Okay, so I'm just getting Twitch and Tanman, since, you know, Tanner is a pitcher, and Broken Twitch is, I think he's a second baseman. Let me double check one really quick. Oh no, he's a shortstop, but he also plays second or third. So, all right. Okay. So the Phillies have the home field for this one. And that's over the Nationals. Oh yeah, let me get Tanner as well. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to get them, and of course I hate it when it resets like that. Okay, the Phillies. As you can see, they finished 3rd and 4th. Well, the Phillies and the Nationals, they finished 3rd and 4th respectively in their division. But with that said, one of these teams is moving on to the playoffs, and the other will be left behind. And we have Citizens Bank Park. I will be honest, like, I didn't know what to think of it at first, but then when I saw it in comparison to the old Veterans Stadium, I thought this was a beautiful ballpark. I was like, this has everything that you would want, you know, as a spectator, and it's one who loves to enjoy the amenities of some of these of some of these great ballparks of what we have today. So I remember when it was brand new, and it was like, oh, it was awesome. So yeah, you guys can tell me in the comments or in the chat what your favorite stadium is as of current, or even an old one if you have one to offer. Okay. All right, so our last game of the night. Okay. Let me double check the messages. Okay, cool. Well, I get that some people are busy and they can't watch it when it happens, but I hope they see it when they do. So with that said, let's get to it. So you get to see Tanner as the pitcher going up against Max Scherzer. And then for the Nationals, you have Vince McTwitch at third base. Okay. But then, of course, you have Trey Turner, Juan Soto, Kyle Schwarber, and Starlin Castro, among others. And then you have JT Realmuto and Bryce Harper, Andrew McCutchen.
From the city of brotherly love.
So when it comes to the lineup, it's stacked both ways, but yet one of them is going to move on. So who do you guys think is going to win this one? Right here we have the starting pitcher, Tan Man C.
Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than
number
what we've got
33.
here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Phillies baseball starts right now. Number 33 is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Now at the plate is Trey Turner. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the AB now.
And a swing and a miss by Trey Turner. So now you guys get to see a created pitcher in action in the form of Tan Man C, or Tanner C. I do know his real last name, I just don't want to say it, you know, just out of respect. And it's grounded, but it was called foul, so it will be foul and a strike 2. We'll try to get him to chase that one, but yeah, foul ball. Yeah. So yeah, Clinton, you could potentially face off against.
I know he missed with a fastball right there.
Like when we get to the playoffs proper, you could face the Toronto Blue Jays. You could face the Los Angeles Angels. You could face the Royals or the Tigers. And Turner gets the first hit of the game.
And immediately the Phillies now must deal with a real burner standing at first base.
A nice piece of hitting right there.
I mean, that was a great hit there by Turner.
On the mound, young starting pitcher. You want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, to see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
And already Tan Man having his work cut out with him. I mean, he has Trey Turner to worry about on the base paths. at first base, but then he also has Juan Soto.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
But so far ahead 0-2 in the count.
This one, calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
All right, so Mike Fillmore considered a consistent umpire, and that's a good thing. As that is also a good thing for Tanner because he gets a strikeout at the expense of Juan Soto. So good thing, good on him, really.
Josh Bell the next to hit.
Outside,
The
that's the
first
ball.
pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. Now a throw over.
Well, they try to get the runner at first with a pickoff, but of course Turner just way too quick there.
Down even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
He said gone.
Now he's got me
Gone.
confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
And if I said God, I meant to say gone, but you know sometimes I have rented lips. I will say that.
1-1 home.
That's ball two.
Also, Blade Charge. I'm not sure if you're interested or not, but if you like baseball, I can put you on the list for next postseason if you want.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Runners on first with one down.
Hey, JWE, what's up?
They'll get back in safely.
So, JWE, what's up, man? How are you? I have you on the Angels though, but anyway, now it's a 3-1 count there.
That's a
But
great call right there.
you're good?
Fastball away
Awesome.
with a guy who's got some
By the way, I
hits
do
on
have
base.
you on the Angels,
Almost like a
and you
high
haven't
pitch out.
had a game
Great
yet.
for a
But if you
catcher.
want
That
it,
guy's
I can give it to you.
Easy transfer throw to second base.
If not, we can save it for next week, since I will be back next week for more.
Runner at first here.
You're good? Awesome. Swing and a miss, and now it's 3-2. Tanner already up to 13 pitches, and make that 14 now. So far, Josh Bell stretching him, and that's going to be a walk. So now there's 2 men on base, and Kyle Schwarber up next. You been busy? Okay. And of course, Schwarber, I mean, he was instrumental in the success of the Chicago Cubs when he was with them.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one.
So that was a swing by Schwarber, and he gets a strike for his trouble.
First with one away. 1-1 to Schwarber. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
All right, 1-2. Has a chance to get another strikeout.
And he
Nope.
takes
Laid him
very
off.
close to the inside corner here. 2-2.
Well, Tan Man has to calm down. The worst thing you can do is throw a bad pitch, whether it's one he can hit or a walk.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Fouled away.
First and second now. One man out.
Not really a baseball guy. Well, what are your favorite sports, by the way? And a strikeout once again by Tan Man. That's his second one.
High fastball fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in
I mean, I understand that not everybody's going to like baseball. Other people like football or hockey or basketball.
As a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's
And then some just like, you know, fighting sports. And he
Pops
popped it up,
into foul
but
territory.
a little too far away, but it's still 0-1.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
So far, 23 pitches for Tan Man. I mean, so far, Washington is making him work.
The set and the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Down the third.
He hits it, but it's foul.
Foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
He hits it, but it's caught at shortstop, so that's going to end the inning. And it was scary because they had 2 guys on base, but they couldn't get the job done. And now it's up to the Phillies to see if they can get some run support for my boy, Tan Man C. Of course, to do that, they'll have to get past Max Scherzer, and you know, Scherzer's not exactly someone that you can just bully.
This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Now into the box, Andrew McCutchen. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. First pitch
Swing and a miss by McCutchen. 6 for 32 all time against Scherzer, excuse me. I'll hold that thought.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Swing and a miss there by McCutchen there. And he hits it off the pole, which is good enough for a home run.
It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. And the Phillies grab a 1-0
Football,
lead.
hockey, a little bit of soccer too. Oh, okay. Then I'll be sure to add you on the list for football, because I already got you in hockey, like both you and Speranza there. But a home run for Andrew McCutchen. I guess the old boy still has it after all, because he hits it, and it was about to hook foul, but then it hit the pole, which is considered fair, and it's out.
He'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. So 1-1.
Nope. If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know.
Right now, Max Scherzer off to a rough start. I mean, he already gave up a home run and is now down 2-1 in the count. Well, now it's even 2-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
No outs, nobody on. Swing.
Hey, John, what's up, man?
really good late bite on that slider right there.
And
the best
let's see,
ones have that
John.
late action that just darts
Well,
at the last minute.
anyway, how's
They're
everything
so
going,
tough
John?
to get the
I had a
count,
great time
and you've got
watching
that good slider going.
MBN John Mania, or WrestleMania, as you hosted your own version of it, and I absolutely loved it. And it wasn't just because of what happened in the main event, but also all the matches were put together in such a way that it was like, they definitely delivered. Did the matches at WrestleMania.
He's 1 for 7. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
Yep. And also, I got you on the Yankees, John, so right now you just simply get to sit back, relax, and scout your competition right here. Albeit we are in the National League at the moment, but it is what it is. Just got back from watching WrestleMania Backlash.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And Bryce Harper with a well, he tried to hit a single, but it was hit right to the second baseman. Anyway, Andrew McCutchen already hit with a home run. Then you also have JT Realmuto, Didi Gregorius, former Yankee, and also Tan Man C in the 9th position. Also, hey, Zach Walker, what's up, man? Wow, some of the big stars are coming out now. Who knows, we might actually get this done after all. Go figure. But anyway. I put a lot of work into making sure everything went well. So yeah, for those who don't know, John also does a WWE 2K show as well. For those who don't know. But he's also the man behind the McGrums, or the McGrum series rather. Hits it, but it's hit right to the third baseman in the broken twitch, and they get the third out, but not before giving up a one-run home run by this man, Andrew McCutchen.
Pick up a run on this solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. All set for the start of the inning, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next.
All right, so back on the mound is our boy Tan Man.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hits it, but it's hit right to the first baseman, and they get the first out. One down. All right, let's take a look at the defense here. So you have JT Realmuto at catcher, Reese Hoskins first base, Bryce Harper right field, Andrew McCutchen left field, Didi Gregorius at shortstop, just to name a few.
And it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole.
Hits it to the shortstop, and that's another one-pitch hit. One hit. That's a one-pitch quitter. But I don't think he's going to have it any easy with this man right here. Vince McTwitch, otherwise known as the Broken Twitch on YouTube. Ooh, swing and a miss. Strike one.
Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Behind 0-2 now.
Already 0-2. We'll see if Tan Man can finish him right off right here. Nope. That's ball one. But yeah, John, how do you feel about being in this series? Same thing with Zach and everyone else that's in this. Hits it, but it's foul. Swing and a miss, and Tan Man, I mean, he got him.
3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0.
So far it's 1-0. We'll see if the Phillies can add more run support for our boy Tan Man. Excuse me. It's cool. Haven't ever played the show, but maybe being in this will get me into it, kind of like it did with 2K. Kind of like it did with WWE 2K. Okay, I can't talk, but there you go. But it is a fun game, though. Like, if you just play it, it's fun. I think for me, the fact that you can make players and also do Road to the Show, which is kind of like the story mode slash franchise mode, so to speak. Like, if you're into that, there you go. That's what I like.
Those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And it's fouled away.
Now it's Rhys Hoskins ahead in the count, 2-1. Ooh, probably should have swung at that one, but it's now 2-2.
Rocking chair like he's doing right now. You have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him.
And he hits it over the head of the first baseman, and this could be a double. And it will, in fact, be a double. That was a good hit there by Rhys Hoskins, hitting it opposite field.
His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
I mean, last time that these two teams faced off against one another, Washington eliminated Philadelphia in the wild card round. So I would have to imagine Philadelphia is going to want to get some sort of revenge. They already have the 1-0 lead. They want to add to it right here.
Fouled off.
Hits it, but it's fouled. Swing and a miss there by Gregorius. Of course, he was part of the Yankees when they won the World Series, so I would have to think that he would impart some sort of experience to, to that of the Phillies.
Second with no outs. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Ooh, good hit, but fouled. So now it's Philadelphia that's starting to work over Max Scherzer in stretching the count. But he couldn't do that right there as he gets struck out, though. Be right back. All right, not a problem. Also, let me see if someone else is someone else's live, I guess. I don't know.
When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
What's with the ouch?
The first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. That's too high, ball two.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
2-1 now.
I mean, right now they have a runner at second, but I mean, if you really want to get this done, I mean, you got to get you got to get this this runner on base to home. Although that's definitely a good way to do it by taking a ball. So now it's 3-1 in the favor of Segura. Ooh, that I'm not sure if he would. Personally, I probably wouldn't have swung at that one, but hindsight is 20/20.
Heading out towards shallow
and he hits it right to
and that's taken in
the right fielder,
Will he try from
and that's not even gonna advance the runner right there.
digging in now for Philadelphia.
Well, up next is Roman Quinn.
As he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
First pitch on the way.
Inside, ball one.
2 out here and a runner at second. Grounder
And he hits it, but it's foul.
A foul ball, 1-1.
Right now, the fans are going nuts here.
Fouled away.
Another foul, so it's 1-2.
Ready with the 1-2.
Swing and a miss, and that is going to do it. But I mean, they get a leadoff, they get a leadoff run, a runner on second, and they just cannot cash in on it. Well, now it's up to Tanman to silence the bats, because if he can hold on to this 1-0 lead, then Philadelphia will win this game. If not, and Washington gets ahead, then Philadelphia will have to go to bat. So for Tanman, the pressure's on him. As he takes on the pitch runner, or pitch hitter, I should say, Andrew Stevenson. And already down 2-0 in the count.
He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command
and now make it 3-0.
3-0 to him now.
I like the Eagles more than the Steelers. Wait, so Speranza, are you saying that you want to be in the football series? Dear? And well, that was a little too inside, so.
Well, there's only a one-run push to play
so
he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man.
Go
ahead, run comes
Speranza, not much I could say about that, but you got to deal with your friend Blaycharge.
Speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now a throw.
Ooh, that for a moment I thought he was going to throw it, and it would have been over his head, but Tanman's got to calm down here.
From the stretch. Pitch out. 1-0. Nothing doing.
And Girardi, of course, a former skipper of the Yankees. I'd have to imagine how concerned he may be for his man Tanner.
That misses 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
I mean, Tanman's got to calm down. He hits it right to the third baseman. They get the first out, but they don't get the second out. All right, so they get the lead runner at second. So I would have to think that I would count that as a success, given the fact that it could have been worse.
That was a good job to take the blow, get the out, and eat the throw.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first.
Tries to pick off
He's back in easily.
Trey Turner.
Here now is Juan Soto. That's a strike to throw down.
And they get the stolen base, does Trey Turner. That was kind of the risk that you had to, that was something you had to watch out for, and Tanner knew it.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Turner, the runner at second with one away. Runner goes for third. Strike taken, the throw. Skips in and he's safe.
Oh, and it's and another stolen base. Back-to-back stolen bases for Trey Turner.
That has an elite arm like this, great base running there.
And let me see. Yeah, he was safe. So, but now Tan Man has to focus his attention to Juan Soto.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And he will make it back to third safely, as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time.
All right, so 2-2. Tan Man has a chance to get the strikeout right here. And he got him right on the edge. And that's another strikeout for Tan Man. That's a huge one.
Their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
What? Well, it's because of the bus, and now he's gone. And it's a base hit, and that's going to tie the game. So now it's going to have to come down to the bottom of the 3rd, but that was a great hit there.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick
I mean, he managed to get past Soto, but he couldn't get past Bell.
Stayed through the baseball and was able to.
Well, now Tanner's going to have to put that behind him and focus on getting the 3rd out.
Kyle Schwarber, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
I'm from Pitt, but the only reason I like the Steelers was because of the bus, and now he's gone. Too bad you don't know much about them, so I can use some Eagles knowledge.
If I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
The 2-0 pitch.
I will say this, Tan-Man still staying in.
Throw a changeup on 2-0. That tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Ready with the 2-1. 2-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches 2nd time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And a swing and a miss, and Schwarber was unable to get to drive in the go-ahead run, but it was Josh Bell who got the tying run, and we now go to the bottom of the 3rd. Only first base, not so bad, I guess.
Austin Voth comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Adam Hazley will grab a bat.
And Tan-Man will take a seat as now Adam Hazley, excuse me, will be pitch hitting. Never mind, it is.
First pitch on its way.
And he grounds it to first base, and they get the out at first. And here's Andrew McCutchen, who gave him that solo home run. If he can hit another one, then the game's over and Philadelphia will win.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Too high.
1 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Popped up.
Pops it up, but it is too far away.
Track it down.
Now 1-2 against Andrew McCutchen, and for Voth, a good chance to get him out, but instead he hits it right towards center field, and it's caught. 2 down.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
So
Alec Bohm is up next.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 1-0. Ground ball sent back.
Hits it down to the middle, but that's going to be an out, and we now go into extra innings.
For Philadelphia, we played 3 full. We're tied at 1.
So that's 2 games in a row that we've had extra innings.
Jojo Romero, a A 5'11" left-handed reliever enters to take over on the mound now.
Number 79.
Now to bat, Starlin Castro. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Let's see, who's at second? I can't see him. Or his name, rather.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Ball two.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear.
And then Speranza says she's a fish. Why are you a fish?
Can come back to bite you at times.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1.
Well, now it comes down to JoJo Romero.
Kicks and deals. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I felt like it for no reason. And they get the, and he gets a strikeout, does Romero.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going
And
to miss
that
it from
was
time to
just
time,
a little
especially
outside
when
the
they're
plate,
sort of
but
borderline like that last
that,
one. Not
but
sure
it was
the
called a
hitter
strike,
was trying
so
to do that, though.
that's a strikeout
Here's the catcher, Yan
for
Gomes.
Starlin Castro. Up next is Yan
Slider
Gomes.
here that misses for ball 1.
A well-placed hit will either put them ahead or get them closer to,
Leads off second
or
with
closer
one
to
down in
home,
the
I should say.
Lofted in the air.
Hits it the other way,
Harper giving chase.
but Harper
He
gets to it.
tracks down and makes
And of
the
course he
play
does
to
have a
record
cannon
the
for an arm,
second
so the runner at second is not even going to try it. And as best he
And
shouldn't.
at second here with 2 away. And that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0. That's ball two.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
All right, so 2-0 in the count for Robles.
3-0
That ball
now.
went out.
And for a moment I thought that was a strike, but I guess he pulled back just enough. And also, welcome back, John. So the Phillies had a 1-0 lead. Washington ties it up, and now it's back in the top of the 4th, and they have a chance to go ahead.
3 balls, no strikes.
Strike 1.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
They already have
Hey,
2
guys,
outs
that
in the
fastball
top of
just
the 4th,
registered 97 miles an hour on a night like tonight where it's super cold.
and he hits it right to the third baseman,
Head to that baseball right
and
there.
they'll get the out at first. And now Philadelphia has a chance to win.
Nationals leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1.
And it starts with Bryce Harper, Ramuto, and Hoskins. The meat of the lineup.
Bryce Harper now. The winning run stands at second base.
At least give the Nats a win, please. Well, they got to earn it. That's all we'll say.
Reset. Here it comes. The 1-0.
That's ball two.
All right, so 2 straight balls to start off with against Harper. If you're Austin Voth, obviously you don't want to give him a hit that he can, you don't want to give him a ball that he can hit.
And he'll lay the fastball.
That was a
in here
good
to
high
count back to
fastball.
2-1.
Or whatever the pitch was, I didn't see it.
From the stretch.
Hits it, but it's foul. Swing and a miss, and that is it. And Harper cannot believe he just swung at that, and that was just a missed opportunity by him. And a great pitch by Voth, nonetheless, though.
By the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
At At the plate now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him.
My cat says hi. Aww. And got too far away from the strike zone to strike at that one. Anyway, there's a little cat emoji there. Ow! That was not my good. Ow! There, much better meow. And
Ranging into shallow right, he tracks it down and makes the play to record the
well, that's going to be
out.
2 outs already, and the guy at second is still there. Well, now it's up to Hoskins, who did double. If he can repeat that, then Philadelphia can win this one. Speranza swims away from the cat. You don't like cats?
And he fouls this one off.
And he hits it, although it drops, and that could do it, and it does.
And the Phillies are going to pull this one out.
The Phillies do it.
A winner.
Hey, this game looked like it
The
was
Phillies
one of
have
those
done it.
ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off
You don't like cats,
fashion,
okay.
what a
But
way to win a ball
but
game.
the Phillies do it.
Walk-off win?
They get their revenge on the Nationals.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Jojo Romero gets the W on the mound, so that will wrap things up.
So, while the Broken Twitch and his team is eliminated,
You've been watching MLB The Show. For more
the Philadelphia Phillies and Tan Man will move on to the playoffs. There's still one more game in the National League to take care of, but for those in the chat, the likes of JWE and Mr. Zach Walker, and who else was in there? Now that you've been eliminated from the competition, thanks to the Toronto Blue Jays, you are a free agent, so now you can move to a different team, or you can stay with the Baltimore Orioles and go from there.
For the Nationals, 1 run on 2 hits.
But it's up to you though, and the same options apply for those who have just been eliminated, like Brooklyn Joker for the Mets, and now Vince McTwitch for the Nationals. Though I highly doubt that they'll leave because those are their teams. So there you go. Okay, so if Zach Walker and or JT or JWE is still in the chat, let me know. I will give you the next 4 minutes to respond. If you do, we will continue. If we don't, then we'll stop and we'll do the other 3 games next week at around this time, if not earlier. It just depends on who else is streaming and whatnot at around this time. So. Game? What? You know what, Diamond? Since we're here, let's go to your player there. Roster control. Okay, cool. And oh my gosh, I am such an idiot. I just realized I still had you as a closing pitcher, and I guess I you know what? I did not save. I did not save my last save file, because if I had, you would have been in right field. You would have been in right field, so that was my fault for not doing that. So that was my fault there. Oh. Yeah. But on the other hand, had you actually made an appearance as a closer, you probably could have won. But then again, who knows what would have happened. But still, damn. Okay, so what I'll have to do is, and this is going to take some time because obviously I'd have to find, well, of course, in order to, like I said, I mentioned before that to move you from, a pitcher to a player or a position player, I have to find someone else to make in oh, it's kind of hard to explain because unless you actually have this game, you wouldn't be able to understand this. So I have to move you to the free agent pool, and then find somebody else. And in the meantime, I'll find a suitable closing pitcher for you, or for the Orioles rather. Someone that isn't a legend, otherwise that would have just been too. All right, not a problem, Blade Charge. Thank you for stopping in. Ozuna, okay, I'll have Ozuna take your place at closing pitcher, but that's what I'll do. Yeah, let me do that, and then go through my roster. And then I have to go to Edit Player. Then go to the Orioles and right fielder. Okay. I could probably use this guy as a way to edit. So, Diamond, since you're here, finally we can make you look the way you want to look. But yeah, I do feel bad though. I seriously do, because I really should have checked that, and that was my fault. But if it's any silver lining, at least you get to go to the next round of the Madden series, but even so. Okay. So, if you're still here, you can tell me how you like your guy to look, if you are still here. Though I don't blame you if you just left because you got screwed over, and I don't blame you. Okay, you're here. Okay. So, as far as the tone, is this fine? And also the inches and the weight. The height affects the weight in terms of max weight to minimum weight. So we'll go from there. A shade lighter than that? All right. Okay. Okay, there we go. Moving it up slightly, though. Okay. Okay, there we go. There. Oh, hey, Joker, you... Anyway, it's good to see you, Joker, but dude, you missed your game quite a bit of ways ago. But it's good to see you, Joker. Okay. So there you go. There's a lighter tone. Unless you want it just a little bit more. I don't know. What do you think about that one? And kind of funny, he has 42, which is retired league-wide in the league, though. What you got is perfect. Okay. Okay. So then the height, you can be as small as 5'5" to as big as 6'10". Good Lord. But yeah, height and weight also kind of affect, you know, let's see. 6 foot, okay, 6 foot even, okay. And then how much does he weigh, or how much do you want him to weigh? What's the weight limit? Okay. Weight limit. Let me see. The minimum is... Whoa. Okay, look at this. Top weight, 248. Minimum weight, 162. Look at that. Big, little, big, little. You actually got one at bat, but then they took you out for some reason. You know what I might have to do? I might have to make you a catcher. I might have to make you a catcher. At least then they won't take you out. I hope they won't. But yeah, they took you out of the game. I'm like, so sometimes the game kind of does stupid things, which I don't get. 222. Okay, 222 it will be. He's a kind of big fella there. We'll say he's husky. Okay. We'll make his arms a little bit big, nothing much. And then head shape. This is kind of what basically it's kind of like picking a face and the shape of your head. So this is the default shape that we have for this guy called Scott Chamberlain. So there's 44, 43, not bad. 42, 41, 45, 6, 47, 48, 40, 39, 38, 42. All right, got it. Okay. All right, so now we get to the hairstyles. So you have kind of like a faux hawk with twists. Or, I mean, that's what your hair kind of looks like, but... Let's see, then we have the double fade. Not bad. The MVP. Long on top, but short on the sides and in the back. Similar thing, except it looks more like a hawk. Not bad. Then you have business class, which I think that's kind of the standard haircut that that ball players used to have up until, I think, 1968. Because I know most ball players had that hairstyle. Then we have a hawk fade. Okay. Grown man. Kind of makes you look like Johnny Witherspoon. I will say Friday was huge. You know, like I will say that Friday, like John Witherspoon, he made Friday a funny movie. I will say that. Then you have the nest. Kind of looks like messy hair, but oh well. Okay. Rip John Witherspoon, yep. Then you got dreads. Then you have the fro. I mean, sweet baby Jesus, look at that. That's pretty sick, bro. Then you have the fro shag. We got old school. Kind of looks like, yeah, it looks like, I mean, it has like a little bit of curl in it. Looks pretty cool. Then you have the wild thing, which was inspired by Major League. Then you have a curly mohawk. Okay. Then you got the curl. Then you have the hawk. Oh. Oh, you want the fro. All right. I'm going to give you that. And then the color. Currently, it's the color black, but unless you want a different shade, like brown, light brown, or blonde if you wanted to. Or red. You could. Of course, they use more natural hair colors, not like crazy colors that you can put on. And this also includes like the sideburns if you want them. Pointy, short, medium, long. I mean, they have a fair selection of facial hair if you want that. Then you got the soul patch, kind of looks like James Brown. Then you got a long one. Then you got the mustache. Then you have the Lloyd Price mustache. Okay, we'll keep it clean. We will keep it clean. Okay, no, I'm not going to worry about cheeks. And then what were the other ones? Okay, all right. So, okay, so last one as far as appearances, you have different shades of brown eyes. And then you have different shades of blue. Then finally some shades of green. So basically it's just the color of your eyes, that's all it is. Oh, brown. Alright, brown's fine. Okay, 2's fine. That way, at least we can see a little bit more. And then the rest of this, I'm not going to mess with because it's fine enough as it is. So, there we go. All right, so of course, I'm going to name you Diamond. There we go. And then last name is Light. And I'm surprised they actually have a last name called Light.
Light.
There you go. And then apparently this guy is 21 years old. You could be as young as 18 to as old as 45 years old. As well as a number and then as well as your primary position, which I will make you a left fielder because the Orioles are in desperate need of left fielders, so so I'm gonna move you to left field. But yeah, that was my fault for not getting you on the field, so that was my fault there. Oh, 26, and the number for, okay, so 10. Okay, 10 it will be. Also, let me update that on my records. Okay, there we go. So left field, and then what is your secondary position? Okay, you can't be a two-way player, alright. But anyway, secondary position, you could be a catcher, first baseman, second base, third base, shortstop, center fielder, right field. The combination of first and second, first and third, second and shortstop, second and third and shortstop, second, third, and shortstop, catcher and first baseman, catcher and third baseman, infield, outfield, and outfield and first baseman. So yeah, I mean this game really has a lot of attention to detail when it comes to positions and stuff like that. Oh, which positions are the others on? Nicole is, well, Nicole is a catcher, but she also doubles as the designated hitter. And Joshua is the third baseman, so. But yeah, catcher and third base are filled up. Oh, outfield first. Okay. All right, we'll go with that one then. All right, let me put that on. Okay. Okay, got it. And again, I'm just putting that on my records. And also, do you throw right or left-handed? And when you bat, do you bat right, left, or switch? Switch means you just simply you're ambidextrous. You can hit it both sides of the plate. And as far as region, I know you're from New Jersey, or the New Jersey, New York area. You can be more specific as to what you want. And then the rest of this I will leave alone because I'm not going to touch that. And then everything else as far as equipment, unless you actually have something you want as far as your equipment, I can do that for you. Okay. Right hand. Oh, Virginia. Okay, well, thank you for being more specific about that. Virginia and right hand switch. Very well. We got that. Okay. New York for the win. Okay. All right. So as far as this one, I'll choose this one for you. I'll give you Eddie Murray, given that he was one of the best hitters of his time. Because I know that Cal Ripken Jr.'s also batting stance is also in this, but he played shortstop as well as third base. I remember watching him in the '90s and breaking Lou Gehrig's consecutive start or consecutive games played record. I remember that. Unless, of course, you want Cal Ripken and his batting stance, so you're more than welcome to. Or if you have another player in mind, I can do that for you. Whether it be former or current players. I mean, for current guys, I mean, you have... Oh, yeah, you have Chris Davis. I forgot about that one. I forgot about him. Chris Davis with a C. And then you have a bunch of guys named Diaz, apparently. Eddie Murray's fine. Okay, cool. All right. Eddie Murray. The rest of this I'll leave alone. I'll probably just leave the animations alone. Except for maybe this, so... Okay, we'll leave these alone. Oh, this is... Oh, I like these ones. These are fun. These are what you do after you hit a home run. Like, what your character does. Like, you hit a home run, and you're just hopping to the side, kind of like Sammy Sosa used to do. And then, of course, anything that you see a lock on, I can't use that because it's still locked. 15, you're just strolling. Not bad. 18. 18, you just flip the bat behind your back. 19, you rock it like a baby and then you set it down. I forgot which one I liked from before. All right. Let's see, number 21, what's this one? He hits it and then just flips it down. 22. What? Look at that. Look at that. 22. He sticks the bat in the ground and it stays there. Look at that. I'm like, Diamond, where do you get the power to do that? I have never seen anything like that. I don't know. Do you want... Okay, you do want it. Okay, I'll give you that one. All right. 10. And I'm just going based on your number. 10. Okay. So this is same thing, except now you're hitting it right-handed. And the ones on the left hand, like when you hit it with your left on the left side or on the right, they're not the same ones. Okay, 11. What's this? From the Schwartz. Okay, 12. What's this one? And then right there, you're just like saying, "Oh, let's go, and you just dance. 13. What's this? you ride them high, cowboy. 13's funny. Pepe. That was 13. And then 14. And then 14 you do push-ups. Okay. Alright, so home run celebration. What do we got? Okay, so we have these ones, and then okay, so you can base it off of apparently current players like Ronald Acuna Jr., Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts, Sander Bogarts. Brandon Crawford, Josh Donaldson, the Todd father, Todd Frazier, Freddie Freeman. Oh, Ken Griffey Jr. That's the first legend I haven't seen. I've seen here. Ken Griffey Jr. Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, who we saw in that last game. Aaron Judge. Oh yeah, Manny Machado I do remember his time with the Orioles when he was with you guys. So yeah, apparently Manny Machado's right there. The first two? Okay, the first two. Jose Abreu. Oh, Manny. Okay, Manny's fine. All right. And that's going to do it. And then, is there anything, like, all right, I'm not going to mess with every single piece of equipment, because even that's going to take a long time. But, is there any part of the uniform that you're not a fan of, or that you'd like to have changed? Like, anywhere between the shoes, the glove, like, what's on your arms, and Moby Crazy. What's up? Not sure if I've seen you before, but it's nice to see you. I'm not sure what that is. Just for one day? I mean, I probably would do it if I'd have known you a little bit better. Like, I don't just do anything for strangers, just so you know. Like, and plus, and unless I really wanted to, I probably... How do I put this? I just met you right here. Okay. If I have any changes, I'll ask at a later time. All right, I'll leave it alone then. I will leave it alone. I'll finish I'll do this one. One last question, and then I'll finish the rest off with the attributes. I'll do this one for you, but like game share me. What is that? And also, I've never heard of game share before, so that's another thing. And in the meantime, when you hit the ball, do you try to pull the ball? Or do you try to hit it in the opposite direction? Or do you use the whole field? And then there's also extreme variants of this. That kind of sounds suspicious when you say it that way. Can't do none to your account. The whole field, alright. Alright, potential, I'll put it at 90, that's fine. Let's see. With your size and your weight, I would make you a good... Because that's when people think, most people think, even myself. If there's one thing I'm not a fan of, is getting put on the spot. I'm just saying. Because, I mean, how would you feel if I did it to you, you know? You probably wouldn't feel too good about it. I mean, I can understand if you were a longtime friend of mine. Like Diamond, for example. You know, not to pick on Diamond or anything like that, but... Let's see. So you do hit for... Actually, we'll go with this one. We'll say you're a power hitter. We'll do that. You tend to do better against... wait, are you a switch? Let me see this. Let me double check one more time. Are you a switch hitter? Yes, you are. Okay, never mind. So you do just as well against lefties as you do against righties. Okay. There we go. And we'll say you're a power hitter. Or actually, it'll be on par with your contact, so... It's not too overpowering, but still, you do hit. Bunting, not very good with that one because you're not known to bunt. But you got some great plate vision. I'm going to get it tomorrow, but I can't wait. Okay then. Plate vision, you'll have that in spades. Plate discipline, 85, that's good. Most of these I'll put at 85. And then this, I'll probably put at 75 since you're fast, but you're not like, what is it? Ricky Henderson fast, because I know that Ricky Henderson was the greatest baseball base stealer of all time. I'm a 2K player, so I don't even need anything from you, lol. Well, then what was the point in asking me for an MLB pass or a game share? What was the point of that? And if I were you, Mo, I would be very careful with what you say. Because what you could say could be your last chance. I'm going to say that. Anyway, arm strength, arm accuracy. And of course, you have to be very good at reaction. No, I'm not saying it like that. Okay, then. That's fair, then. Fielding ability, yeah, you have to have that. Stealing, you're not known to steal. Probably more than the average guy, but not that much. Let me see. Let me actually, let's bump this up a little bit. There we go. And with that, there you go. Now, all I have to do is go to roster control and then go to manage roster. Alright, so I have to take out somebody from the 40-man roster, especially if I want to put you in it. And by you, I mean Diamond Light. Let's see. I'll need someone from... Oh. Okay. I can exchange a shortstop with, Yeah, okay. In the meantime, let me just get one person out. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into this, though. So your account wouldn't be worth taking. Vice versa, the same thing with you. My account wouldn't be worth taking. Well, obviously I wouldn't take anybody's account, especially, obviously I would be in trouble for that, obviously, and, it's just not worth it, really. And when I say that, I don't mean it to be... When I say it that way, it's just not worth it for me to go to jail over something as stupid as that. It's just about as simple as I can make it. Oh, right. He has to go to double A. Then I go to double A and bring in, or send down a shortstop. Send him to Class A. There we go. Alright, let's see. Triple A. What do they have more of? Oh, second baseman. Okay. Yep. Right away, and I would still have it though. Can't wait to see him in action. Awesome. Hey. Look forward to that. Alright, finally, Diamond Light. Let's see, what do they have more of? They have more first baseman at the top level, so I'll have to switch you up. Send the first baseman down there. And it's Chris Davis. And it's kind of sad that Chris Davis at one point was considered one of the greatest players. And yet for him to go down to AAA, that's got to be embarrassing. I have to imagine. All right, well there it is. There's Diamond Light on the MLB roster. So all that's left for me to do. Okay, let me make sure that the other rosters are fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, now let's do this. Well, what is it that you need so bad? Anyway, Cedric Mullins. That's who I'm replacing Diamond Light with, or vice versa, you know what I mean. Is Tim Tebow in this game, or is it just random names for the minor league? I want to say, these are real guys, but usually what happens is, like, say for example, you want to try to edit, say, Trey Mancini. You can't. You can edit a few things, but you can't edit his name or his look because he's an established player. $10 hours. Well, Mo, with all due respect, you might just want to have to ask somebody else, because I'm not in that type of... You'll have to ask somebody else. I'm sorry. But anyway, back to Diamond Light. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, there's lineups against those with and without a DH, and against right and left-handed pitchers. So I like how they have different lineups for those reasons. All right, Diamond Light. Okay. Oh, I haven't added him here. You're the only one that seems nice about it. Yeah, I'm trying to let you off the hook, is what I'm saying. Because I can tell you one thing. You should know as well, I'm pretty sure you already know this, but most people are not just going to give you what you want. Everyone else is not responding or blocking me. I probably should be doing that, but if nothing else, I'm giving you a chance to get out, and just leave it at that. You know. And then finally, right here. Okay, so against right-handed pitchers in no DH, which is National League rules, you'll be batting 6th. And in between McQueen and James, yep. And with the DH, left-handers, and against left-handers, you would be batting second when there is a DH. Yep. Just wish you knew me. Probably. The thing is, if you were a fan of mine, GTA, just in case. Well, I don't have GTA, so even if you gave it to me, it wouldn't be of any use because I actually don't have that game. So there you go. But anyway. So while there's nothing I can do about what happened in the Jays game, all I can tell you is I will save this. So that's what I will do. So let me back out here and go to File Management, save, and then type it in. I have it, but I don't care for it. So no, I'm not a fan of Fortnite. I'm pretty sure there are some people that are, but I'm not. So it really wouldn't work out that well. And also, I probably should add this as a new rule, but no e-begging. I probably should have added that. But obviously, since I didn't, I can technically let you go with that one, since that was my fault for not including that rule. But I will probably make it a rule. Okay. Alright, so Diamond, it's official. I will give you my account just to feel safe. Dude, seriously, I would not... I'd be the last person to trust an account too. You know, outside of family. Because, you know, what if I'm tempted to sell it? Which I wouldn't. I have nothing to gain from it. But some people, like, if you give your account to... Yeah, no more you of being a closer. That much I will say. I can't talk. I'm so busy talking to Mo, I couldn't talk straight. But really what I'm saying is, don't just give your account to anybody. And plus, if you want something, go out and work for it. Like, I had to work to get this game. Well, if that's what you want, that's one thing I can give you. So, alright. It's the least I can give you. Also, hello, DJ Curtis. What's up? I believe you just you're just in time for the end of the show, but it's good to see you though, DJ Curtis. And no, I'm saying if I took your account. Well, you shouldn't have said anything. You really should not have. Can I be on the Mets? I can put you on the list. That's all I can do. Unfortunately, the Mets just got eliminated from the playoffs, or the playoff hunt, I should say. But I will put your name down. Let me put your name down. For the Mets. Okay. And then, okay. And then also what position and number, if you know any. I don't think that's going to be necessary. Mo, I'm pretty sure you're a good guy, but I don't have anything to gain from you, and you certainly have nothing to gain from me, so I'm very sorry. But I am just going to let you go. Just know that you can't be acting like that. Okay, shortstop, number 13. Okay, shortstop's fine. Shortstop, number 13. Okay. And then Okay, I'll probably leave this alone. But yeah, and for DJ Curtis and Diamond Light, I'm sorry that you had to experience that. Like, and Clinton too. So, I just had somebody that was asking for something, and I'm like, what good does it give me? And like what I mean by this is, it's one thing if I know you, but it's another thing if I don't know you, and I certainly don't know you. You know, it's like, all right, not a problem, Diamond. But also, good luck to you and the Jets on Friday, especially on the Madden series. So I wish you the best of luck against, I believe, Denver in the division series.
Kevin Gossman will be the man on the mound for the G-Man. And please, Zach, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch rep.
All right, let me exit out here because I didn't mean to start another game. You know what? You know what, Diamond? I might just make this fair. So, well, of course it'll have to still be at where is it? It'll still have to be at the Jays' place because, you know, they had the home field. But yeah, always down for another game? Awesome. So I'm going to make it up to Diamond somehow. All right, so if the Blue Jays win, then yes. Then yes, they go to the playoffs. But if the Orioles win, then we will force a Game 3, and whoever wins that goes to the playoffs. So really, and that was just to make up for the stupid mistake on my end. So it's the least I can do for Diamond, since the last thing I wanted to do was cheat somebody, and I don't want to do that. So, Blue Jays, Orioles, at the Rogers Center. Still a 3-inning game. We'll actually open the roof up this time. 7 p.m. and everything else is good. All right, cool. So with that said, am I in the Madden series as well? Let me check. Okay, DJ Curtis, I have you on the list. I just don't have a team for you. Like, you listed quarterback and you listed the number 8, but you didn't give me a team. At least not at the time you didn't. But let me see if there's someone who has been AFK that I can replace you with. That's still in the playoffs. Let's see.
It's an AL Eastern Division
All right, cool.
Between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays.
Cool.
We've got baseball on the show.
Maybe.
It's coming up next.
Cool.
Hyunjin. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, he reminds me. He's the
I think I have
closest
something
thing
for you.
that I've seen
The
to
Jets?
David Welch. You watch
Okay.
him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour. Kind of
Oh,
a big,
I found
loopy,
somebody.
overhand
I found
curveball.
somebody that
A good athlete for a
I
big
have
guy.
somebody who
You'll
hasn't
know
been
if
who
he's
has
on early.
been
He has to
AFK
get his breaking
or
pitches
has
to make
been
his
away,
fastball
so I
effective.
might replace you with that guy, or rather replace the guy with you.
Under the lights.
Let me also double check to see if there's anyone else I can do that with.
In Toronto.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Okay, so no, I do have someone who you can replace. Unfortunately, that person's team is already eliminated, so... but I will replace that person with you, and we'll go from there. But I hope that sounds fine with you, man. Gotta stretch.
Rounded down the third base.
And anyway, before I forget, let me type in the chat.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is the final game of the night, so whoever wins. So after this, it's done. Which team is it? The oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, the San Francisco 49ers. But as I said, they got eliminated. So yeah, until the next game, lol. Yeah, I know that's a joke, really. Hits it to third, and that's one down. Which is right after. Yeah, very funny, Clinton.
Next, it'll be
At least I know you're joking, though, so it's cool.
Right-handed here. First pitch of the AB on its way.
All right, so now Diamond Light officially has made his debut.
Interesting little 0-0 changeup right there, little out in front.
All right, so there you see him, Diamond Light in the flesh.
Bases are empty, one man.
So now it's just a matter of can he take advantage of now being put in the lineup.
Bounce it to the left
He
side.
bounces it to Ryu, but Ryu gets him at first. That's 2 down. Although, yeah. Yep, you'll be a free agent. Although, actually, you're going to be drafted next year, because,
Here's the first offering.
like, yeah, you'll be drafted next year because I'm doing a draft after the Super Bowl, or just before the next postseason season. So yeah, for next year, yeah, you'll be drafted for next year.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
So right now we have Anthony Santander. Kind of a weird name, though, I'm not going to lie.
3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose.
Ball 4, and Santander gets the free base on about 4 pitches, give or take. So yeah.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini.
I mean, of the teams that can draft you, I may as well mention the teams in football that could draft you from the first pick to the 10th and final pick, because there's only 10 teams. Chicago, Philadelphia, the Chargers, Minnesota, New England, Arizona, Las Vegas/Oakland, Houston, Washington, and the New York Giants. But batters need to swing more on 3-0. Yeah, they should.
Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire.
But as you know, the game just does what it does. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Anytime you have 4 pitches, if you could throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Well, up first is George Springer.
Off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes.
And he was instrumental in winning what turned out to be Game 1 of this series. But that was only because of my stupidity and nothing else, really.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
And he hits it, but it goes foul.
Lined up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup,
So I take it those are none of the teams that... So basically none of those teams are your favorites. I will... Santander, okay, that's how you pronounce his name. Anyway, so I take it none of those teams appeal to you, really.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
So now into the box is Marcus Semien. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 2. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start
Well,
the at-bat.
if you had to choose a second team, where would you want to go? You know, just out of curiosity.
That's wide, 2-0. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey,
Jets-
you better
Jets
be up
filled
there
up, my
ready to
guy.
swing with
Yeah,
Ricky
they did.
Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, no, I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. When you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Right now it's 3-0 against Semien, and he gets the strike inside the strike zone there.
Important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first.
Batting first, the shortstop.
And already a walk and an out so far for John Means. One thing he's got to be careful of is not to give up a big hit to Bo Bichette, because I know he can hit it. And he does hit it, but he gets to it. 2 down. Miami's always a good choice to go to.
Striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. He waits, now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
All right, so back to this game. To Oscar Hernandez.
Turned on that one and crushed it.
Smokes that one.
A little foul. And it's fouled away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The next 0-2 is
lays off that one.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
All right, so back to the game now. I was just looking at my notes. So if Baltimore wants to go to the playoffs, and they are getting the second chance mainly based on my own stupidity for forgetting to put Diamond Light in the lineup, if Baltimore wins, they force a game 3. But if they lose, it was just meant to be. The Giants. Yep, the Giants are one of the 10 teams that will be drafting next year. So, well, when I say next year, I mean like not literally next year. I'm talking next postseason. So yes, the New York Giants are one of the 10 teams that are going to be drafting.
Making this guy work out on the mound.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away.
Hits it away, but it's foul.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And so far, Hernandez working the count on John Means, which for the pitcher's not good, you know, because you want to get guys out and quickly. And that's one of the ways you do it. You get him to hit towards your first baseman, and he can just make a play, and that's it. So at the end of 1, it's still 0-0. No hits. I mean, of course, a runner did get on base, but that was because of a walk. So there you go.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate.
Well, we see the Royals play tonight. Well, I guess since you're here, we can. Just when I thought it was over, it's not. Shoot. Well. Since you're here.
Now the first pitch.
And he hits it, and is it far enough? It probably would have been in Camden Yards, but not here. Anyway, here is the defense for the Blue Jays. Once again, we have Cole Wesson at the plate. Bo Bichette, second shortstop. Vladimir Guerrero at first. Marcus Simeon at second base, and that's just to name a few. Well, what's up, DKO?
Ryan Mountcastle, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Oh yeah, here's Ryan Mountcastle, who got injured in what turned out to be the game 1 of this thing. Royals versus Yankees, yeah, that could happen. That very well could happen.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Too tight with that one.
And also, Diamond, for while you're here, your buddy King Kirby, he's on the Royals. I don't know if I told you that.
3-0 pitch. Is looked at for the first strike.
All right, so 3-1 count in favor of Mountcastle. And he hits it, and it's going to be, I believe, into the bleachers, and it's